despite being in the lockdown, we still continue to be bonded with the group. That is really fantastic. So thank you everybody for being here. And Jyoti, thank you so much for that session. I was also planning to touch chakras, which I will talk about, but probably we'll skip the meditation right now. So first and foremost, let me wish everybody a super, super happy International Yoga Day. But having said that, I also feel that we should really be celebrating yoga every day, because we are so lucky to be born in India, and this is something we have learned as children. Unfortunately, I don't think all of us really practice and know the benefits of this beautiful practice, and Jyoti did outline that in her presentation. So a little bit about me. I'm a wellness professional, and I have been in the industry of health and wellness for over 25 years. Predominantly as a spa consultant, I set up a lot of spa projects. I've done a lot of projects in India, outside the country. However, in the last few years, my interest has been more towards preventive wellness, because what I realized is that every second person who would come into my spa would not need a massage or would not need a therapy because they wanted to feel the luxury facial or a massage, but they were stressed out. They were tired. And that's when I realized that I need to do something more. So with a lot of my education, certifications, I'm now also a holistic lifestyle coach. I specialize in women's health, menopause, and ageless living. Now, when I talk about ageless living, I think everybody wants to be eternally youthful, right? We want to look eternally youthful. But if I were to ask just a few of you, so because I don't want everybody to unmute, I'm going to ask a few of you for you to define what agelessness means to you. So probably Megha. Yes, Megha. What does agelessness mean to you? If you can unmute yourself. Chetali, what does agelessness mean to you?
Looking young forever.
Okay. Somebody else can unmute and tell me what is their concept of being ageless. Please go ahead. I can't hear you. You need to unmute. Anybody else can quickly, okay, healthy and fit. Anybody else, please start typing. That's a good way, yeah. You're all muted. Okay, can you just type out what you feel agelessness should be? Why would you want to be ageless? Fitness, yes. Manjula, fitness is a great one. Anybody else? To be healthy, young forever. Always young at heart. I love that. Wrinkle-free skin and healthy body. Okay, girls. Fantastic. So we have a few men here too. I think, yeah, it's a combination of everything. We want to feel youthful. We want to look young. We don't want to have wrinkles on our face. We don't want the skin to sag. We want our hair to be really healthy. But I think above all, if you really compare an elderly person with a young person, I think what really draws you is a youthful energy. Yeah, it's a youthful energy and the vitality. And I think for me, agelessness and my complete philosophy is based on the fact, how can we feel youthful, look youthful, but also feel energetic, feel healthy, and above all, be disease-free? Because this pandemic, unfortunately, has brought to forth the thing that you may look good, you may look fit, but if you have an underlying problem, which could be a lung issue, which could be diabetes or a heart problem, the pandemic can affect you severely. Now, this is the kind of lifestyle that I talk about, because agelessness really means for you to be so healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, that you can be disease-free. It's not that you will not age. We are here. We will definitely age. That's a natural progression of the human body. However, you can age less. And that age less is in our own hands. Yeah? What you think, what you do, what you feel at every moment is in our own hands. So this is where I come in. So before we actually begin, I want all of you to take a few minutes to really close your eyes and think of what I'm telling you. So just shut your eyes and think about your life. When you got up in the morning today, how did you feel? Did you feel energetic, on top of the world, ready to max the day? Or you like, I'm fine, I'm not so okay, it's another day. Let the stress go away. It's fine, I'll deal with it. On a scale of 1 to 10, truthfully tell yourself, if you were above 5, feeling hopeful, energized, healthy, or it was just about acceptance about the way life is, and just go about the day like any other day. And if you felt an 8 or a 9, that's great. Now you can open your eyes. Chaitali, is it possible for you to put me on the gallery view? Because I like to see people and I like to interact. Is that possible? Chaitali? Can everybody hear me? Okay. Chaitali, we can't hear you. Okay, let me go on.
See, you have to go on the top right hand side. There are 6 grid, you know, the dot dot dot. There you click gallery view. Then you can see everybody.
Yeah, I was already on that. It went. Okay, sorry, ladies. So how many of you were in that above 5, 6 or 7? If you were to rate yourself. Okay, Manjula, what is your number? 5, 6, 7, 10, 9. Perfect. Anybody else? Super. 6 is really good. So more often than not, ladies, when we get up in the morning, you know, we don't feel very energized. And we actually go about going the day because it's just another day. But agelessness really means to feel that energy, that vibrance, that childlike excitement to go about everything, you know, and that is what is really important. So when we talk about being ageless, when does the process of age, when does it really start setting in? So now I'm going to ask you a question. What defines middle age? Can anybody tell me on what age are we defined to be middle-aged? Yes? When does the middle age start? Anybody wants to type in the message?
38, 40.
Yes. Perfect. So the period of 40 to 65 is officially defined as being middle. Now there are a lot of things that happen in the body very sneakily, very insidiously, without us really realizing that we are going through middle age. And some of the symptoms are, of course, you're going to probably just feel your skin a little drier, or you'll probably feel your hair is falling a little bit, which is fine. But the most common or the most scientific definition of being in that period is when you suddenly get up and you don't feel very energetic. There's some pain in the body. When you start exercising, you just feel that the muscles don't recover very easily. You tend to forget where you kept your car keys. And you think, oh my God, I'm probably stressed out. You know, the tummy is bloated for no reason at all. You have a lot of indigestion. You get into work, but there is this funny headache, which we tend to completely ignore and we just pop in a tablet and we say that it's okay. We are exercising, we are not able to lose weight despite doing a lot of exercise. Now, these are all the invisible signs of the fact that we have started aging. Now, I don't want this to sound like, oh my God, now what I'm going to do. This is a fact, but the good news is there's a lot that we can do to stop this process. However, we need to be very prudent and we need to listen to our bodies. Because more often than not, what we do is we ignore. And we say, it's okay, have a glass of wine, go out with a friend, and we ignore what is happening to the body. Now, when you do that, it's fine. You're ignoring it. But when you have an issue, for example, the COVID-19, you will probably be one of the people whose immunity is compromised. Because there were signs for 5 years in your life that you always had a cold, you always had a cough when the weather changed, or you always felt that you didn't have the energy, but you didn't do anything about it. So it is talking to your body. Agelessness means talking to your body each day. As we get up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we look in the mirror, we look at our skin. We need to have our conversation with our bodies. All of us are working women over here. We have a lot of meetings. But when was the last time we had a meeting with ourselves? A 5-minute meeting where we asked ourselves, like I do that every morning. I sit down in my balcony over here, I do my meditation. And even if I can't, if people don't know how to meditate, I ask myself a few questions. What is it that's good in my life, Lovina? And I can think of 10 things which are good in my life. What is it that I need to feel grateful about? And I have many things that I need to feel grateful about. What are my goals for today? I'm not talking about tomorrow or day after. We need to enjoy this moment because that's all we have. That's how children are. That's how they are childlike. That's how they're ageless. What are your goals for the day? Do you have that chalked out? What are you going to do from morning to night? Do you have fun planned out in your day? Are you going to do something fun, something exciting? And when you look at life from that perspective, you have that conversation with yourself. You realize that even the big issues in your problems and your life seem to be like glitches. They don't seem to affect you so much. So this is what it is to be healthy every day. To be in a mode where you feel happy and healthy each day. So like I talked about the different problems that take place when you are in your 40s. But ageless is not something which is only dependent on your genes. How many of you feel that the kind of lifestyle, diseases and the problems that we have are only based on your genes? Or what is it based on? Can somebody just type out something? Is it based only on our genes? Is it a combination of lifestyle? If it is a combination of your genes and lifestyle, percentage of your life will be dominated by your genes. Come on, I want some answers. Food habits, wonderful. What else? Lifestyle. What else decides how we age? Lifestyle is your food, mental wellness, very important. What else? Surrounding, happiness, brilliant. How much feelings neglected? Kavita, that's a beautiful one. Okay. How many of you believe acceptance of adversity? Wonderful. Manjula. How many of you feel that you are destined to live with the diseases that inherit from your parents? How much is the genes in your body? How important is that? It is important. It is important. Can anybody answer that for me? Chaitali, you want to take that? Okay, Manjula said 50-50. Who else wants to answer this? Very important question. I'll send you 2 recipes of my favorite ageless concoction as a gift, if anybody gets it right. My question, Kavita, is that if genes are responsible for the way we age in our life, is it the only thing that is important, or lifestyle is important? If genes and lifestyle are both important, what percentage of the genes dominates the way we age in our life? Lifestyle is more important. Okay, 60-40. Okay, so research proves, scientific research proves that 90% is dominated by our lifestyle. 90%. It's only 10% which we can attribute to our genes. So having said that, I want to tell you a little story of why I'm here. At the age of 46, yes, Manjula, wow. At the age of 47, my mother had her first heart attack at the turn of her hormones, because she was going through this phase called perimenopause, and that's the reason I am also a menopause coach. She did everything right in her life. She would do yoga, she would eat right, but the one thing she actually ignored in her life was the stress, and she didn't realize it, that the stress was affecting it so much. So from the age of about 35, we go through a phase called perimenopause. And for women, this is the most important phase, because this is the phase which determines how we are going to age in our life. Now, at this point of time, our hormones are changing. So our capacity to cope with stress really reduces. So my mom didn't realize she had so much of stress. The only thing that she felt was, I'm tired, and boom, she had her first heart attack when she was 48. I say the first heart attack because my mom's 85 today. She does yoga every day, she walks every day, and she has taken great care of her health. And I have seen her live through the entire phase of her life with so much preventive wellness to being where she is right now. The reason why I want to say that is because she comes from a family where everybody had a heart problem. 7 brothers, all of them succumbed to a massive heart attack and they're gone. She's the only sibling who's alive. But the one thing that she did was, she really proved this theory right, that you can have your genes of having the heart issue in your genes, in your DNA, but what you do with your lifestyle can change the entire environment. So what I want to say is that agelessness actually comes from understanding how our lifestyle can make us cope with life. It is the environment within our body. It's the environment outside. It's the neighborhood in our body outside, how we are feeling, how we are thinking emotionally. And that is what determines how we age. So age is just a number, yeah? I feel that. I don't feel that it should stop us from doing anything. But unfortunately, a lot of women, a lot of people always say that. I've heard that. I remember when I was 30, I was told, I used to always be, exercising, but the reason being because I saw my mother. And I realized that if I had to be healthy and I had to really prevent lifestyle diseases in my life, I had to take care of myself. So I exercised every day. I did a little bit of meditation every day. I ate nutritious food. Not so much in terms of wanting to look good, but always this determination in my life that I will never be in a hospital. Because from the time I was a 10-year-old girl, unfortunately, I literally grew up in the ICU, seeing my mother go after one health complication after the other. She's had 3 heart attacks, she's had an angiography, she's had a bypass surgery, she's had a brain stroke, but she survived all of it because she managed to reverse it at every stage of her life. So we need to have that determination that we can change the course of our life. Having said that, how many of you really exercise each day? How many of you? Show of hands, ladies, come on. Put up your hands, tell me how many of you exercise every day? Off late, very lazy. Okay. Manjula is the only one who's very interactive. I don't know if the others have just put off the video and they've gone to have breakfast. But I'm really going to share some important tips with you, very rare. Okay. So we will talk back to why it is important. But more than age being just a number and the way we physically look, yes, good Shilpa, the way we physically look when we age. Age affects functions of the body. And the 5 areas in which it talks about, quickly I'll go through about that, is first is your muscle. Now your muscle factor is really, really affected as we age. And scientific evidence proves that on an average, we lose 5 pounds of muscle every decade. So every 10 years that we grow older, we are losing 5 pounds. That is the reason you find people in their, probably late 50s or 60s, when they start exercising, they feel, I can't do it. I can't do it. My bones are hurting. But more than the bones, it is the muscles which have gone weak. Now, this is exactly why it is important to build your muscle mass. And why is it important? Because mitochondria. This is in our cells. Now, mitochondria is a powerhouse of energy. The only job of the mitochondria is to convert the oxygen that we breathe, the food that we eat, into energy. However, if you don't have the right muscle, the powerhouses tend to get extremely rusted, extremely lethargic. It's like this truck that you leave out in the rain to get completely rusted. So we need to work out. And I know the excuse that all of us give ourselves that it's too boring to go to the gym. I don't want to lift weights. So even while I'm sitting over here, I just want to give you a few tips of how you can build muscle mass. I don't have the 2-liter bottles, 1 liter each, but you can actually take a 1-liter bottle, and how you would do it in the gym. Just start lifting the 1-liter bottles. Great for your muscle mass. Take the bottle and put it up. While the men love to go to the gym, the women don't like to go to the gym. How about taking the bottles of water and just stretching your body as much as you feel that and building on that. Take the bottle of water and stretch, and stretch, and stretch. On the other side, stretch and stretch. A simple thing like sitting on a yoga or on the floor or sitting on a sofa, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my own body strength, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not so much about, wearing your short sleeves and your arms looking really toned up, ladies. It is about the cellular function. Because if you don't build on those powerhouses of energy, you are going to be the ones who's going to be complaining that I can't exercise. I just feel very tired. I don't recover from exercise that I do. Because all that we do is cardio. We are only doing cardio, but we're not building on our muscle. And the other thing that I want to tell you, there is a hormone called as a human growth hormone. That is our fountain of youth. We look for these magic pills and these magic potions and surgeries and the most expensive cosmetics to look young. But we have that fountain of youth in our body. It's a human growth hormone. It peaks at 30, at age 30, and after that, it starts declining. But do you know what you can do? Just by the way that you can build on your muscle mass, a little bit of muscle energy actually creates spurts and boosts of your human growth hormone in your body. And what is the fringe benefit besides looking and feeling youthful? You feel energetic. You feel revitalized. And that is the reason when you come out of a session of doing a little bit of weight training, you just feel very, very focused. So this is the reason why your muscle needs to be taken care of. The second area in which you feel that you're aging is your brain. We take this for granted, but if you lose this, you lose everything. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is unfortunately something which has now become a lifestyle disease because of the amount we spend on social media. on our phones. We are, Seema, it's human growth hormone. She asked me a question, how much time we spend on our phones and the amount of stress that we have. The one thing that is really affected is our brain. And when the neurons in our brain start shrinking, the first symptom is that brain fog. What is brain fog? You're doing the same work in your office, but you're just not able to concentrate. You're feeling fuzzy. But what do? You reach out for that cup of coffee, or you go and have a samosa, say that I need it. But you don't realize that the brain is tired. Now, when the brain is tired, the other thing that happens is, if ignored, the first signs are you probably, oh my God, I forgot to do this. Oh my God, I forgot my keys. Now, this is what happens when the brain is not nurtured. We don't sleep enough. I know a lot of my clients who come to me tell me that I don't need a lot of sleep, Lovina. I'm happy to do 3 to 4 hours of sleep. But let me tell you the function of the sleep. All of us are feeling deprived of housekeepers because we've been doing the jharu of our house ourselves. So now start thinking of sleep as a beloved housekeeper who has not been coming home for the last 3 months because of COVID-19. She's the one who cleans up your house, wraps up everything, folds your sheets, etc. when you come back home from work. That is how sleep is for your brain. It just dusts away all the toxicity from the brain. The cerebrospinal fluid can flow easily because the spaces between your cells are cleansed because of your sleep. And when you do that, the brain starts functioning better. When the brain starts functioning better, your entire body starts functioning better. That is the best symptom of being ageless. The third factor where you notice that you're aging is your hormones. Men or women, as we start aging, the levels of hormones change in our body. For men, most obviously the testosterone, but even for women. And when that happens, we tend to lose our hair. We feel that our hair are falling. We don't feel very energetic. Thyroid. Thyroid is the queen of all hormones. If your thyroid gland is affected, you will never be able to lose weight. You will keep exercising and you will not be able to lose weight. Stress. Our stress hormone, cortisol, if we keep building on stress, it affects the functioning of all the other hormones. And we just cannot function properly. Hence, it's very important to pay sign to our symptoms, to eat the right kind of food, to sleep, to have the right kind of exercises. And when I talk about the right kind of exercises, it does not mean mindlessly only on the treadmill or cycling. Anything that makes you feel happy. I get up in the morning sometimes and I say that I don't want to exercise today. I'm not in a mood. What do? I put on 2 hours of music on YouTube, and I've been doing that a lot now at home. And I just dance. What I'm doing is I'm doing my cardio. But at the same time, I'm releasing these happy hormones in my body, which is just infusing me with so much of energy. I'm doing something to move. There's movement in my body. And that is important. The fourth factor that we come to is our gut health. Now, this is something all of you will probably understand. Why sometimes you feel bloated? And why do you say that, I don't know why, I'm just feeling bloated? Alcohol, when we were young, we could drink probably 3 glasses of wine or 3 glasses of beer and get away with it. Now, even those 2 glasses of wine or 2 glasses of beer, when you wake up the next morning, you feel very fuzzy. You're not able to process the alcohol properly in your body. Now, the gut health. Under the gut lining is 70% of our immunity. Everybody's talking about immunity. Ye khao, ye karo, wo karo. It's stupid. Sorry guys, there's a lot of things that you can do naturally to just build on your immunity. Have a lot of good fiber. Make sure that you have the right bowel movements. Have your probiotics. Do a lot of meditation, or maybe 5 minutes of pranayama breathing so that you really relax your vagus nerve. Have the right kind of food. Sleep. These are simple things which are available to all of us with our immunity. And immunity is extremely important. So your gut health is important. And if you feel that you're falling sick very often, you're getting a cold very often, you're getting a headache very often, you need to get your gut health. So I have a lot of ladies who come to me, and when I am doing consultation with them, they tell me that we're getting a lot of migraine, vertigo, अब तो age हो गया है, 45, 50 है, तो मम्मी को था तो मुझे भी हो जाएगा. And I look at them and I tell them that, how's your stomach been in the last few days? And they tell me, actually it's not been right, I've been a little constipated. I said, okay, tell me a little bit about the diet. I've not been able to do anything about my diet. I have been, not eating the right kind of food, eating a lot of, oily food, spicy food, salads ko time hi nahi milta hai khane ko. And then I tell them, so do you feel that your headaches have been triggered, have been more in the last 1 week? And then they look at me and they say, actually, yeah, you're right, Lovina. And I look at them and I tell them a simple thing that, do you know that there is a nerve called the vagus nerve, which comes from your belly and goes to your brain. So if your stomach is unhealthy, you will get a headache. And vice versa. If you have a headache, if you have a migraine, you're going to find that your stomach is not feeling very good. Loose motions, fear, you're not able to go through your day properly. It's all interlinked. So that is how important it is for you to take care of your gut health. Finally, the fifth factor is the toxic fat. The fat, ladies, that we have around our belly, and men also, is the most toxic fat, and this is dangerous fat. Because this is where we are actually lining ourselves with diseases. That's the only simple way I can put it. And you need to understand why. A simple reason is cortisol, the stress hormone that I talked about. That is the hormone that plays havoc with every other functioning in your body. Think of cortisol as this villain in the movie of your wellness. It robs you of energy all the time. When we are stressed, we manufacture a lot of cortisol in the body. So what does cortisol do? It is all ready because the receptors of the cortisol are over here. Because if there is a stressful situation in my life, for example, I get a call from work and somebody tells me that, oh my God, this person has not come, you need to come right now, you need to finish this work, give it to the boss. On the other hand, my mom has just been hospitalized. I'm completely stressed out. Now this becomes a pattern of my life. So Lovina is always manufacturing more cortisol because she's prepared that I have to keep running. So, we have this, we've heard about this fight or flight. I'm always in this fighting mode, fighting the stress. So the body manufactures extra cortisol beautifully and keeps it over here. And that is the reason I have this belly fat. Because I don't understand. I might be working out for 2 hours. I may be eating the right kind of food. But have I slept enough? Have I meditated? Have I done something fun for my body? If I haven't done that, we always have this. And this is a toxic fat, which is biochemically very different from the other fat that you have in your body. And it is dangerous, as dangerous as cancer. Causes a lot of problems in your body. So this is what we need to take care of. So I'll just go through again. Agelessness, you will feel in your brain, you will feel in your muscles, you will feel in your hormones, you will feel in your gut health, and you will feel in your toxic fat. So what is it that we can do? But before that, I just want all of you to follow this little belly breathing exercise that I'm going to give you. Now, most of us breathe heavy and we breathe from the chest, which is so bad for us. We are all the time, oh God, I have to do the sweeping, I have to do this. This is how we operate. This is how we operate. But if you look at a little baby, the baby's belly goes up and goes down. It goes up and it goes down. And it's so peaceful. So I'm going to show you a beautiful belly breathing exercise right now. Because this is the exercise. The next time when you're feeling stressed out, tired, not able to cope, you can be sitting at your work desk and you can just do a little belly breathing. The reason I'm sitting like this today in my yoga gear is because for this you need to be grounded. So if you're sitting on the floor, fantastic, you won't be able to see me. But if you're not sitting on the floor, feet on the floor, that's the best gift COVID-19 could have given us. We work at home barefoot. We are grounding ourselves. We're pulling the electromagnetic energy of Mother Earth. So ground yourself like this. Hold your heart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And keep your belly really, really soft. Now I want all of you to close your eyes and just listen to me. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your hand on your belly. And just try to make the belly extremely soft. And when you breathe in, let the belly come out. Make it soft. And when you breathe out, pull the belly in. So, breathe in, belly out. And you breathe out, belly in. So now I'm going to say, belly soft. When you breathe out, belly in. Belly soft. Belly in. Belly soft. Belly in. Imagine you're sitting in a beautiful place. A place that you really love. We haven't been able to travel. But how about imagining that beautiful sunset on the beach? Keep breathing. Belly soft, belly in. Belly soft, belly in. With every breath, just release all the energy, all the negative energy. Keep imagining yourself in a very peaceful place. Now when you breathe in, let the energy go to all the organs under your hand, your gut line, your stomach. Breathe soft. Breathe soft. Imagine the positive energy flowing up from the vagus nerve to your brain. Pull in that positive energy. Feel the energy in your brain and keep relaxing. Belly soft, belly in. Belly soft. And when you are ready, take a deep breath in and open your eyes. It is this simple to relax. This simple to relax. Chaitali, I don't have my phone on me. Sorry to interrupt, but can you tell me what is the time and how much time do we have? Because I have. Oops. 5 minutes more? 10 minutes more? Chaitali? Okay, so this is the belly breathing. So having said that, I want to just quickly talk about how you can feel happy and ageless every minute. All that I offer in my program is honestly, yes, a lot of reading, a lot of certifications, but more than anything, it's just the trial and effort that I've put into my own body over the years. And like I told you, every decade that I crossed, I used to be told by friends that, okay, you're fit now, but when you reach 30, you will see metabolism slow ho jata hai, kuch nahi ho sakta hai, it will be impossible to lose weight. And I defied that. I continued doing what I was doing. And then I reached 40. And then I was told, abhi 40 to it's gone. Now we are aging, abhi to kuch nahi hoga, it's okay, thoda belly aa jata hai, ye ho jata hai, energy nahi hota hai, jog nahi kar sakte hain. I continued doing what I was doing. I continued teaching what I was teaching. And then I reached 50. And when I crossed my 50, I finally said to myself that, yes, I know that this is the kind of fitness you can have for the rest of your life. Because if you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, there is no way that you will feel bogged down by life, by any health issues, and above all, age, which is just a number. So just few tips, ladies. When you talk about fitness, don't only talk about your physical fitness. And it's important to stay physically fit every day. It does not mean you need to go to the gym. It does not mean you need to run. Even 20 minutes of spot jogging is enough for your metabolism, for the happy hormones, for you to defy age. Emotional wellness. How are you feeling this morning? Are you feeling fearful? Are you feeling angry? You need to really, really address that. And a very simple exercise that I do is you need to smile more. We don't do that. But do you know that the brain is so stupid that the act of smiling just releases the good hormones and just makes you feel happy? So I'll give you a simple example. Take a pencil when you're working on your desk all day and you put it between your lips. Now, when you put it like this, see how your face is. I'm working on my desk, but I'm not feeling happy because suddenly I have so many projects and I don't know how to deal with it. So I'm going to take it right to the teeth. I'm smiling now because without realizing. So even that assignment which my boss sends me, because I'm smiling, it's not so bad, kar dungi, versus, oh my God. So the brain actually believes that you're happy. Secondly, spiritual wellness. The main reason you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to be ageless? You want to be ageless because you don't want to, you want to look like a movie star. You don't want your skin to be wrinkled. You don't want to be haggard. You want to have this perfect body. Or you want to define your wow. And how? For me, I want to be ageless is because till the day I die, I want to be dancing. I want to travel the world. I want to be teaching like the way I am. I want to be like doing so much in my life. Now, when you have that kind of reason why you want to be more energetic, you will age less. That's your emotional, that's your spiritual wellness. And your mind. Let's be mindful. We go through our day like robots. We don't even realize. This situation, I think, is a blessing. I have friends who post that, oh my God, they post pictures of birds. Then they have videos of birds chirping. Whoever did that? But it is therapeutic. Pause, listen, calm down, listen to your bodies. And when you do that, you will be completely in sync. So coming back to the chakras that Jyoti talked about, if your chakras are not aligned, if the energy does not flow like this, you just feel sluggish. But every energetic vortex that you have, starting from your root chakra to your crown chakra, is all the energy that needs to flow. And this flow of energy is what keeps you youthful. So, when you work on your energetic zones, when you exercise, when you eat the right kind of food, you get out of bed saying that, oh my God, what a wonderful day it is. I'm so excited. Vis-a-vis, oh God, what am I going to do? So agelessness is actually about being this vibrant self and just being so infused with life every minute of your life. And most important, the happiness and the energy that you feel. Don't keep it to yourself. Spread it for all humanity. The more people that you embrace with this love and this compassion and this spirit of humanity, the more the abundance flows in your life. And you will get up in the morning feeling super, super happy and healthy. So that's about it is for me. And thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chetali. Thank you, everyone. We can't hear you, Chetali. It's on mute. Chetali, we can't hear you.
So thank you, Lovina, for such a lovely session and make us realize how important is cell function and how to take care of it. And yes, I promise I will also sleep for 7 hours every day. Thank you so much, Lovina. I will take care of your sleep, of my sleep. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, throughout the day, we have beautiful, wonderful sessions today. 12 o'clock, don't miss out on how to protect my family when I am not there by Kotak Life Insurance. 3 o'clock, tips for healthy skin and hair for all the ages. 4 o'clock, easy ways to boost your immunity. 5 o'clock, building mental resilience. 6 o'clock, importance of gut health post lockdown. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for these sessions. And yes, don't forget that all sessions are having different links. So, don't forget that I have already sent the links to you. Before leaving, I would request everyone to please switch on your videos and let's have our V photograph. So everyone, please, can you please switch on your videos? So this is the W, and let's have our pic. Ready?
Come on, keep smiling. Happy hormones. They're going to feel happy.
Thank you so much, all of them, for giving your time, and see you at 12 o'clock, and then lunch, and then 3 o'clock. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.